Nobita put on a magical pair of peeling finger covers. He saw some fruit on the ground and gently picked up an orange. The peel bloomed open like a flower. Then he grabbed a sweet pineapple, and its skin came off instantly. Even grapes were no exception. With just a light touch of the covers, the tender flesh was revealed. He opened his mouth, and one delicious grape after another dropped right in. It felt amazing, but Doraemon was not happy at all, because the product's advertisement had looked so good that he had ordered it without reading the instructions. Only after it arrived did he realize his round little hands couldn't enjoy this kind of fun, so the peeling gloves were inherited by Nobita. He picked up a pencil and squeezed. The pencil shed its wood, leaving only the lead core. He grabbed a clock and gave it a squeeze. The metal casing peeled right off in Nobita's hand. Meanwhile, downstairs, Mom was struggling to peel chestnuts, using both her hands and feet. She still ended up hurting herself, but with the peeling finger covers, Nobita thought it was a breeze. He picked up a chestnut, and it burst open like an explosion. The shell and flesh completely separated. A whole bucket of chestnuts was peeled in no time. Mom praised her son for being so capable, and said she'd make chestnut steamed rice for dinner. Just then, Shizuka called to say she had something to tell him, but Nobita, still wearing the covers, grabbed the phone receiver and peeled its outer casing right off. Since Shizuka hadn't finished speaking, Nobita decided to go see her in person, leaving Mom stunned by the naked phone receiver. At the empty lot, Nobita ran into John. John smiled and greeted him, and Nobita thought something good was coming, but instead, John challenged him to a wrestling match. Nobita knew he was in trouble. Seeing his classmates all beaten and bruised nearby, he turned to run, but John grabbed him firmly. John locked his arms around Nobita, ready to throw him over his shoulder, but Nobita instinctively reached out, and his covered fingers grabbed hold of John's clothes. The moment they left the ground, John's shirt ripped apart with a loud tear in midair. Now he'd really done it. John was left bare-chested like an angry gorilla, while Nobita was completely unharmed. Afraid of John's revenge, Nobita took off running. John was furious and swore he'd get back at Nobita. As Nobita passed a railway crossing, he nearly collided with Doraemon. Seeing Doraemon holding two dorayaki, Nobita snatched them without hesitation, only to peel the dorayaki as well. Even with just the dough left, Nobita still swallowed them down in one bite. Then Sunio came over and invited both Nobita and Doraemon to his house for some melon, but before they could eat, Sunio insisted Nobita use the finger covers to peel it. After the melon was split in half, Nobita and Doraemon each took a bite and found it incredibly delicious. Sunio immediately made a request, saying that since they'd eaten his melon, they couldn't refuse. It turned out he had accidentally dropped his mother's diamond ring into a musical instrument, and to avoid getting scolded, he begged Nobita to help get it out. But just as Nobita was about to reach in, Sunio's mother came home. In the panic, Nobita's finger cover accidentally touched Sunio's mother's face. Her entire face seemed to peel off, revealing bare bone beneath. But that was just what Nobita and Doraemon imagined. In reality, it only removed her makeup. But somehow, seeing her without makeup seemed to make Sunio's mother even angrier than if she had turned into a skeleton.